Hey Leo, how's it going? Welcome to your November reading. I hope you guys are doing well. If you like this video, please consider liking, subscribing, commenting. I greatly appreciate it. I'm going to pull a few oracle cards and then we're going to get into the tarot and clarify. Spirit, give me guidance for Leo for the month of November. What is it that they need to know for their highest good, please? And thank you. Okay. The first is grief. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. You have loneliness. I know that I am never alone. Death. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. Some of you, I do feel like you have lost someone or someone is very ill. They could be on hospice. This isn't for everybody, but there's definitely a feeling of loss and grief. This could also be the anniversary of someone passing is what I'm getting. Okay. Take it as it resonates, right? A loss doesn't always need to be the death of a person. For some of you, I am getting that, and the holidays, especially in the United States, could be hard since we're approaching Thanksgiving and such. But I do feel like your loved one is with you, and one day at a time, right? And I know that sounds aggravating when somebody tells you that, but know that they're never alone. And how fitting, like crossing into the light. I face a new bridge on my journey to inner transformation. Like every day, I practice the laws of universal love. I approach the current situation with positivity, knowing it will help me grow and evolve. As I cross the bridge toward the light, I am reminded of the true meaning of life. Truth. My greatest truth lies within me, a divine voice that whispers from my inner self. I listen closely, releasing control. In doing so, I find the answers I seek. I am in harmony with myself, embracing God's love, the truth that guides me toward my fullest radiance. Okay, let's see. I'm going to pull a couple more cards here for Leo. What do we have for Leo? Leo. We have responsibility. Fortune refers to more than just monetary and material success. If you don't appreciate the people in your life now, you won't have them tomorrow. This message encourages you to take personal responsibility and use it to realize your greatest potential. I mean, there's such a strong feeling here that somebody has lost somebody, whether it was recent or someone could be in the process of crossing over, like on hospice or something like that. Or again, somebody could have just passed, or this could be like you're just thinking about somebody who's passed. Um, Process. It's time to put those long cherished ideas into action. You will soon come into contact with the appropriate individuals, circumstances, and resources. Eventually, you will experience joy as well as brand new opportunities. Trust in the process. If someone has passed, I just feel like this is a strong message to say that they're with you. Some of you may be like, asking for signs and stuff, but they might not exactly always be the signs that you're thinking of. It could be in the form of a butterfly, a dragonfly, a synchronicity, seeing the same numbers over and over again, seeing the time of their death, or something of that nature is what I'm getting. And know that they're with you. Okay. So I feel like somebody needs to hear that. Otherwise, I feel like you could definitely be going through like a rebirth period. Oh my God. 3 cards just flew across the room. Okay. Um, I feel like you are going through like an awakening, a rebirth, okay? The old you is dying, a new you is being born, okay? Let's see what we get here. Spirit, give me guidance for Leo. What do we have for Leo? What do we have for Leo for the month of November, please? All right. Well, we have the Ten of Wands. We have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Page of Wands. We have the Ten of Cups. And the overall energy for the reading is the Empress. Excuse me. So let's talk about this, Leo. With the Ten of Wands, okay, I do feel there's been a sense of burden, responsibility, carrying too much, you know. It's like you've been pushing yourself hard, maybe taking on more than your share or feeling the weight of obligations, okay? But I do feel there's a sense here of, of telling you like you're almost to the finish line, you're nearing completion. The finish line is close, okay? But the load feels so heavy. With the Wheel of Fortune, which is a major arcana, it speaks of fate, cycles, change, destiny, right? This is your turning point, Leo. A shift in energy of fortune as well. You know, it's like after this long uphill battle of the Ten of Wands, it's like the wheel is bringing movement. And it's a reminder that life doesn't stay heavy forever and that the cycle turns. With the Page of Wands, you know, it's time to get enthusiastic again and explore and be inspired and something here with messages but like fresh energy, okay? And and also, it's like I'm getting a sense with these two cards, like a renewed spark. And it's like curiosity kind of returning after burnout, okay? It's like the first spark of excitement when the weight lifts and the future feels open again, all right? With the 10 of cups, it's like, you know, that is the emotional fulfillment, the happiness, the harmony, the completion, and just the sense of feeling love. And you know, it's like I feel like this is a story that's culminating in some type of emotional satisfaction, having a sense of peace, connection, and just joy after the hard work and change that's gone on. It's like your energy balance is going to be restored and your heart's going to be full here. With the Empress, it's like this is which is, you know, it's like the overall energy of this reading, like I feel like the purpose of this, it's like to remind you that November is now like a season of growth, a season of love, a season of creation, okay? And it's time to surround yourself in this Empress energy with abundance, emotionally, you know, or materially or even creatively, okay? And it's you're being asked to nurture what's already in bloom rather than forcing some type of outcomes here. um you know, she also is about fertile ground and the things that she has nurtured and watered and brought into existence here, and knowing that whatever it is that you invest in, you know, and invest your heart and care into, it can flourish, you know. And there is something I feel like a lot of you really need to nurture yourself. You're so much I feel like a lot of you have put so much effort and energy out into other people and other things, and it's time to nurture yourself as much as you nurture others. And if you've been healing, I do feel like this emotional renewal and self-worth returning. All right, so let's go ahead and start clarifying these cards for you, Leo. Spirit, give me guidance. Why is the Ten of Wands here? Why is the Ten of Wands here? You have the Ace of Pentacles. Why is the Wheel of Fortune here, Spirit? Why is the Wheel of Fortune here for Leo, please? Why is the Wheel of Fortune here? We have the Ten of Swords. I mean, look, you have 10, 10, 10, which is all about endings, right? Like this is the month to end things and bring things into happiness of what you've been, you know, it's like something's coming into fruition here. You're putting something down that no longer serves you. You're dead done over with it. You know, the burdens are going to be lifting and you're walking into something that's going to be very fulfilling and happy for you. Why is the Page of Wands here? Again, there's a sense here with synchronicity for sure. So again, numbers could be very important for you. Let's see, why is the Page of Wands here? Why is the Page of Wands here? I can flip the card over. Three of Swords. Yeah, there's something painful that you need to release, or you've been carrying some type of, I feel like, heavy burden that's been very painful, which can mean multiple things, okay? And with the Ten of Cups, you have the Empress. Wow, you got a double Empress here. Why is the Empress here for Leo? Why is the Empress here for Leo? You have the Seven of Wands. All right. So let's talk about this. So with the Ten of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles, transitioning here from like burden to new opportunity is okay. That's truly what I'm getting. It's like, your hard work leading to some type of fresh start here. And it's like there's also an opportunity for there's also an opportunity, like, how can I say this? It's like a new opportunity for growth or prosperity. Okay, with that Ace of Pentacles, it's like your efforts will bear fruit, and the weight you've carried through whatever this is going to transform you into like a stepping stone for something better. But there's also a lesson at the same time. It's like you may need to let go of old burdens to fully embrace this new opportunity. With the Wheel of Fortune and the Ten of Swords, this is a very intense transformation, is what I want to say. It speaks of cycles, endings, and inevitable change here, is what I'm getting. And it's like a painful ending is part of a larger cycle. So like what feels like devastation is bleh, I cannot speak, is often necessary, right? For the wheel to turn. There's some kind of lesson being learned here for the wheel to turn. And I want to say, like, you can't live your life for everybody else or keep holding on to something that's no longer here. Okay? Like you're being asked and spiritually guided to move forward here. So relate that as to how that resonates with you. But maybe for some of you, you experience some type of sudden change or loss, but it's like I feel like I have to tell you, it's part of a bigger pattern. The universe is guiding you to a new phase. And it's like there's an opportunity here for liberation. So it's like endings are making space for new beginnings, even though it's hard for us to say that, to see that. And it's like surrender to the flow of life. Okay. That reminding you that even painful endings are part of your growth. So it's like there's a strong sense here with some type of lesson that's been hard, painful. It could even be the loss of somebody, right? And it's going to propel you to move forward. With the Page of Wands and the Three of Swords, there could be a message coming in, or like a new development that brings some type of emotional pain. Again, I want to say it's like a reminder. So there could be an anniversary of something, of a death, whether that was a true physical death of someone or an ending of something, whether that was a loss of a job, a loss of a relationship, a friendship. You take it how it resonates with you. Okay. But there is, again, it's like there's some type of learning through heartbreak or setbacks here. Okay. You're on a new journey. I'm trying to see how I can word this. There's something here that it's like there's something here with emotional resilience. Okay. And like you've been tested, you've been tried, you've been brought down, but you're going to come out of this. All right. With the Ten of Cups and the Empress, it's like this is one of the most nurturing, abundant, and warming, I can't speak today, pairs here with these two cards, because it radiates emotional fulfillment, harmony, the flourishing of love and life. Okay. And I feel like you really there's something that you need to hear within this about, like, you're not only going to be emotionally fulfilled, but you're also going to experience nurturing and abundant energy. Okay. Which can come from family, friends, because there is something here. Even some of you could be getting pregnant after a miscarriage or something like that. um, but there's something here with strong family bonds, pregnancy, the creation of a loving home and environment, something of that nature, as well as harmony and, like manifesting happiness here. Okay. So it's like it's time. You are creating a concise. How can I say this? Perseverance towards happiness is what I want to say. With the Empress and the Seven of Wands, it's like there's something here with protecting your abundance, okay? Whether you have something valuable, okay? That even emotional fulfillment is valuable, not just material stability or what have you, okay? And I do feel like there's something here that you need to assert your boundaries with, all right? Um because I do feel whatever this growth is going on in this reading, it is going to require some type of vigilance and courage and boundaries. Okay. All right. So I hope you enjoyed this message, Leo. I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Keep staying in your power, and I'll see you soon. Bye.